Hi, it's Diane. Well, here it is. I finished the paper doll journal. I couldn't do any more recording because I had some surprise guests, spur of the moment thing, and they were kind of in and out, and they spent the night last night, so I just came up here and did what I could when I could, and I finished it up this afternoon. They're gone now. So you saw part of the process of this when I first started making it. It's for a swap on Junk Journal Junkies, for a paper doll swap, and the requirements were 6 by 9 inches with a 2-inch spine, 3 signatures, 5 pages in each signature, and using paper dolls, of course, and some quotes and stamped sentiments. And I think that's about it for the requirements. So if you didn't watch the previous videos, this is a piece of fabric with a piece of art on it by Corey Dantini, and this is from a panel of fabric called Girl Power, and this one says curious, although I covered up part of the word. So she has a magnifying glass and she's just exploring. I think she's cute. And this one is reading a book and it says smart. And there's scrapbook paper behind it and fabric here on the spine, and then various laces around. I put some eyelets in the edges and just used some pink seam binding to tie it. So on the inside there's scrapbook paper, and then this piece of fabric just wraps up and forms a pocket, and I put some eyelet on there. And here's a paper doll from, I think it was the Belle Epoque era book of paper dolls, and she has her nightgown on. But with this book of this paper doll journal will be sent this bag full of outfits. So this whole stack of outfits goes with that doll. So these were already cut out. These were the ones my mother gave me. She said she had cut some of the dolls out, and some girls that she used to babysit cut some out. So one or the other, they cut them out. So I wouldn't have cut that many out to include, and some of the outfits in that bag are not cut. But anyway, this doll comes with a lot of outfits. Then on the first page of the signature, we have this dolly dingle, and I glued her outfit right on her, and there's a piece of lace from a pillow sham, and then tucked inside is a journaling card with another dolly dingle. Got a fabric tab. There is crochet trim stitched to the edge of this. There's one of the sentiments, think happy, be happy, and a little doll from one of the paper doll sets that I have. It's a family of children, and this is their toy. This is curtain fabric with these bright colored flowers, and then these banners. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about the printables that these banners came from. Unfortunately, when I stamped the frame around this, the center of the frame got in the ink, and so it put some of the pink red ink here, so I just took a wet brush and kind of spread it around and made it look watercolored. And then I didn't think about it, and I flipped the page, and so there's a little watercolor on that page, but I guess that's okay. So on the fabric, the curtain pocket, we have some lace and some rickrack with gold threads in it. Here we have a little Shirley Temple doll, and some more of her outfits are in this little glassine bag. And this is an advertising doll. It's got a front and a back. Well, actually it's got 2 fronts. And the little head fit inside, and I glued it in. So she doesn't have any outfits. Then we have the fabric that I got from Leslie's shop, Vintage Paper Emporium. Isn't that cute? And there's some pink seam binding up here and a pink guest check, which are available in my shop. And these are some, I think they're called Letty Lane paper dolls. And that was another set that my mother or her babysat, the girls that she babysat, cut out. It's one of the dolls. And there's a whole bunch of these pieces. I'm going to be using a lot more in the upcoming paper doll journals. So on this page, I just glued a doll and the little doll's coat, and then this child paper doll and the nightgown that goes for her. And this is from the same digital company that did those banners that I pointed out. I cannot pronounce it, but I wanted to let you know that this, and I will link it below, this is the name IRALAMIJA shop. That's where I got these beautiful little houses. I got a lot, they must have had a sale because I got a lot of digital sets from them. Some had the banners might have come with the house. There were some roses to cut out, little girl dresses, which you'll see in this journal, little boy overalls, which I didn't print and use in here, which I should have, and mason jars that are real pretty. So they've got a lot of really nice digitals there, so I just wanted to point that out to you. I thought that these little houses, and they look kind of shabby chic, all of these sets that I bought look shabby chic. And I thought this little house was perfect for the paper doll book. This is, I think it's a freebie from Ephemera's Vintage Garden. Here we have the piano music, and this is just a little lined sheet of paper that I glued on as a pocket, and I stitched some fabric here. And this is a paper doll that came out of that doll magazine, so it's just printed on magazine paper. I think she's got a hat around here somewhere. Yeah, I dropped it on the floor, and here it is, her little hat. And this is another of the advertising. No, this is a Raphael Tuck paper doll, and you had to glue the head on. But I don't think I did it right, or the neck wasn't long enough or something. You're supposed to be able to tuck the outfit, the neck of the outfit up under his chin, and I couldn't do that, so he doesn't have an outfit. There's a stamp. I'm going to glue this together. I put an envelope in the middle so you can add more paper dolls. Whoever gets this journal can add more paper dolls to the journal. Here's a paper clip that someone sent to me recently, and a sheet of paper dolls from a Mary Engelbright magazine. See if I know how to use a paper clip. This is just from an old scrapbooking pad that I had. This 12 by 12 sheet of blocks, and I cut it into the shape of a pocket. This is from the Doll World magazine, a little teddy bear paper doll. It's stitched to some copy paper. Here's a butterfly from that digital place. Here's the pocket that I made and showed on one of the videos, and I just inserted an alterations tag, a Dolly Dingle doll, and 2 of the pink tags that are available in my shop. I'll leave a link to my shop below. There's a quote, "Kind words never fade." Here's one of the Tim Holtz stitched slots pocket. So this one was white, and I used the pink nameplate for it, and I just rubbed a little pink distress ink on it. And this is Pansy, the little mouse. She has a big sister named Violet that you'll see. Is it Violet? No, Lavender. So this is Pansy, and I just put the information about her. Pansy is still a very small mouse. She is shy and wiggly. Her little ears are pink, and she is very soft. She takes a nap every day and always smells so good after her bath. Isn't that cute? Here's one of her outfits with her teddy bear and her flag and her little hat. A flap of fabric. Here is one of the Full House dolls. This is Michelle, and I glued her outfit to the front of this bag so that when you insert the doll, it looks like she's wearing the dress. And there are 3 outfits tucked behind the bag. Here's one of the dresses from this shop. This is from a Mary Engelbreit magazine, and it was one that you were supposed to color in. I colored some of them and never colored the rest, so I glued the doll in and then some of the uncolored pieces just to decorate the page. There's no pocket or tuck here. Here's a Dolly Dingle, and this was her outfit. The dress and the table and everything was her outfit, so I glued that to the doll and then glued it on as a tuck spot and put this card in for journaling with a little fabric tab on it. There's a stamp, laugh, play, and share. I thought that was appropriate for paper dolls. The curtain again, and some trim, and another, this is one of, is it Estelle? Anne Estelle is the regular Mary Engelbreit doll, and this is one of her friends, Gracie. Yeah, Anne Estelle's friend, Gracie. So I just cut the sheet apart so that you can cut the dolls and everything apart and use it. This is that beautiful trim that I got at the flea market. And some fabric and a guest check. Some more doll clothes from Letty Lane glued to the pages. Another one of the little collage houses. This is from Christy Arts Design. Christy Art Designs. Little paper dolls. And there were, I think, maybe 8 different little cards that came with this set. Here's another envelope that I have to glue together. Just a sheet for writing on. This is a pocket that I made out of quilted fabric, several kinds of lace, and a little bit of a doily here. This blue lace is not listed in my shop yet, but it will be very soon. I'm working on getting that ready. I just put a white tag inside. There's a quote, "Find joy in the little things." This is a little pocket that I cut with my Cricut, and it has 2 cards. Did I glue that one in somehow? Yep. There we go. 2 cards with a little tabs, and I glued a little doll outfit on it. Pocket, or a fabric flip with a couple collage pieces and colored rickrack. Another doll dress from that digital set. And here is a Dolly Dingle boy and one of his outfits. I just kind of glued them together here and glued them on as a tuck spot and tucked in a guest check. Another Dolly Dingle with a little boy tucked inside. Another piece of crocheted lace. Kindness Matters. Here is Lavender. She's Pansy's sister, and all of their clothes are in here. I think they're all cut out. Yeah, I cut them all out. So Pansy's clothes and Lavender's clothes are all inside this pocket. Another piece of the paper doll fabric and a piece of vintage lace and a guest check. Some more of the Letty Lane paper doll set glued on. Okay, that's where she goes. After I sewed the book together, I couldn't remember where this doll went, and I just noticed there's an empty pocket. She is a little tall for going in that pocket. But this is one of those Raphael Tuck vintage reproduction. Oh, I have to finish cutting out her hand. But you glue the head on so that the elongated neck of the outfit will slip under there. But they don't draw the tabs on, and I forgot to add tabs when I cut it out. And she has, whoops, sorry, 3 more outfits that will be in the bag. Here's another pocket, which I didn't put anything in, so I'm going to have to find something to put in there. This is another of the paper clips that someone sent me. This is beautiful. It's made with a really pretty ribbon, and a couple of flowers and little gems glued on. Isn't that pretty? This is cut from a Victoria magazine from the probably from the 1990s. So I just folded it and paper clipped it to this page. Well, I'll fix it later. Do more than you need to, care more than you have to, learn more than is required. Oh, excuse me. And this is from a children's school book, a vintage school book that I had gotten at the library, and I just made a copy of it and I copied it onto green ledger paper. This book is the property of, but you can just use that for journaling. A fabric flip with some vintage lace and some felt rickrack. And this is a little mouse or a little chickie that came with the mouse paper dolls. A little sack with a alterations tag and another of the Christie Art Designs paper dolls in there with some trim. And this I found on Pinterest. I just looked for paper doll printables, I think is what I typed in. So I printed this little sheet and made it into a booklet. This is some of my daughter's paper dolls from 1988. So there's one of her outfits behind her. And here's another that I got on Pinterest and made into a booklet. This one flips up. And this is one of the Tom Tierney fashion dolls, and she's from the 1990s. And she had a lot of clothes. All of these clothes are hers. And so they will also be in the bag. And I did not cut these out, nor these. Because part of the fun of having paper dolls is cutting them out, right? So this is going to go to my swap partner. I have to put the pictures and the video up on the Facebook group. And I will be making more to put in my shop. I've got paper dolls strewn all over this studio right now. So maybe I'll make a couple more before I start on the next project. Since I've got all the paper dolls out already, let me show you what the next project is going to be. I think, once I get the paper dolls done, I think the next project is finally going to be the science books. And I've been excited to get to work on these. This one is already, this is a custom order. This one is one I just found at the antique store. And if you saw my Tim Holtz science laboratory stamps, look at this book is just full of really neat pictures. So these are going to be some great journals. So anyway, if I do say so myself, right? I have great supplies. Let's see what I can do with them. Maybe I should say it that way. All right, so thanks for coming along with me on this tour of a paper doll journal, and let me know what you thought. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, and I will link my shop below where you can buy some of the supplies that you saw in this book. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.